Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Sullivan, and we're going to work on our map for the ancient River Valley civilizations, the 4 civilizations we're going to cover. I'm going to go through all of these up here with you, just not quite in this order, but all of these things need to be labeled on the map, and we can kind of mark them out as we go. So we're going to actually do the oceans first here. So on this map, the Pacific Ocean is over here, actually over here too, but way over here on the map where it's not on here. So Pacific Ocean for this one is going to be over here. If you have a pen, that might be easier to see when you are labeling. The Indian Ocean is here under India. So down here I'm going to write Indian Ocean. Now I'm going to go through the different civilizations, and I'm going to go through them in the order that we'll end up covering them, which actually we start with Mesopotamia is how that is sounded. And Mesopotamia takes up this whole area. So I'm kind of going to write Mesopotamia up here and kind of draw an arrow that way, so I know. Okay. Within Mesopotamia, you have 2 rivers. You have the Euphrates River and the Tigris River. So this one right here would be the Tigris River. And then this one is the Euphrates River. After Mesopotamia, we're going to run over here to Egypt. So ancient Egypt is going to be over here in this direction. And remember, anytime this is going too fast, because you have to write it, just pause the video while you're writing everything down. With ancient Egypt, you have the Nile River. After this, we're going to come over here. We're going to study the Indus River Valley, which is all in this general direction. So I'm kind of just going to write this right here. That is over that way. And just like the name of that area says, the Indus River is right here. And then the last thing that we'll cover is ancient Egypt, and we'll just briefly go through that this 9 weeks, and then next 9 weeks when we hit China, we'll go into a lot more detail. So ancient China is going to go over in this direction. And the big river for the Chinese at that time was the Yellow River, which is right here, also known as the Huanghe River. So you'll see it in different directions. So now you should have everything labeled that's up there at the top. Now, one thing that would be good and easy to see is if you could take a blue pen or a blue colored pencil and highlight all of the rivers so you can see them a little bit better. Now, there isn't more rivers than just the Yellow River in China, and we'll mention those as we go. I did a really bad job chasing right there. And you can outline them if you would like. The Yellow River is the one we'll talk about the most. And then you have the Indus River. You have the Tigris and Euphrates. And then you have the Nile of Egypt. So now all those are highlighted, and if you really wanted to, you could come through and kind of highlight the names so they kind of stay separate. You can see them. All those are bodies of water. And then it tells you to shade in the area on here, the different areas, so they kind of pop out at you. So I'm just kind of going to go through ancient Egypt. You don't have to make it anything pretty. Is in this area right here. And then down at the bottom, I'm going to fill in my map key that ancient Egypt is purple. I'm going to use green and look at Mesopotamia, which really was just in this general area right here. And color my map key. I'm going to use yellow. Color doesn't matter. Yellow for the Indus River Valley, which was in this area. It's hard to see the colors I know on the screen. Color my map key. And then ancient China was in kind of all of this area right here. And color my map key. So if you have everything on here that I do, you are good to go on your map. Have a great day.